Right off the bat, I would like to put out a disclaimer that this channel says trans rights, okay? Hello, welcome, or welcome back. I'm gonna do... What are my dogs doing? Somebody's chewing on something. Alright, so it is a casual minus 31 degrees Celsius in Calgary right now. It's pretty cool. What I'm gonna do instead of going outside is a classic NikkieTutorials The Power of Makeup video. And I'm gonna... Ah, crap. For those of you who are not familiar with her, NikkieTutorials is... I don't know how to describe her. She's magnificent. She's a beauty YouTuber from the Netherlands, I believe. I believe she was like professionally taught, like she went to makeup school. I'll have her website down below. You can learn all about her. This has been years of obsessing on my end, so that's... But I believe the first time she went viral was for this thing that she did where it was half her face was full glam makeup and half her face was no makeup at all. It was called The Power of Makeup, and it just shows like the power of makeup. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I haven't really thought this through. I consider this my good side. I don't like this side of my face. There's so many spots on it, but realistically, in my matching tattoo with my little sister, I am the giraffe and she is the penguin. So that's just a part of me, I guess. So I'm not gonna cover it up in this video because my first instinct is to make this the glam side so that I can look like cute after. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is identity. But you don't know that yet because I don't think I properly introduced this video. So I'm gonna go into my waterline, I guess, with this white pencil. I don't like things in and around my eyes, but there you go. I don't have my desktop mirror right in front of me. I'm just gonna use the one that comes in this eyeshadow palette. There we go. Yeah, could have done that from the beginning, but we didn't, so it's casual. Right off the bat, I would like to put out a disclaimer that this channel says trans rights, okay? If you are going to dispute that in the comments, just don't, and then we won't have any problems. That sounded like a threat, but I'm just so nervous all the time. Welcome, NikkieTutorials, amazing, goddess, just such a talented makeup artist. Me and my sister binge watched this show, Glow Up, I think it's called, on Netflix, and Nikki was a guest judge on an episode. It was so exciting. My sister and I were like, oh my god, we love her! We stan, you know? That was the general vibe. It was so cool to see a YouTube personality. Well, I guess it's not really mainstream if it's made for Netflix, but is it made for Netflix? I don't know anything about this show. I don't know anything about being mainstream. I don't know anything about Netflix. I don't know anything. So some disturbing news came out about NikkieTutorials. She actually announced it on her channel, and that disturbing news is the fact that somebody tried to blackmail her. My theory is that, someone at Two-Faced is behind it, but allegedly just my opinion and all that fun stuff. I'm not a drama channel. Why would you do that to another human being? What are you lacking? Oh, empathy. Just anything human. I was horrified. She said, hey, there's something I've always wanted to share with you guys on my own terms, under my own circumstances, and it looks like that chance has been taken away from me. That just shattered my heart. Yes, she came out, but she was essentially outed by these people, or this person, whoever it was, that attempted to blackmail her. I don't know what they were asking for, money, or something Two-Faced related. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know what they wanted. What the f, dude? This is not how we treat people. Someone on my Facebook friends list said the other day, yesterday I guess it must have been, that they were sad that she felt that she needed to do this. That like, she couldn't come out to the entire world on her own terms. I feel everybody has the right to come out on their own terms. I had a conversation earlier today. Someone very close to me asked, after scrolling through Reddit, like this is a question that someone on the internet was asking, I guess. Should a trans person have to disclose that they are trans before engaging in certain activities with someone? My thought on that, oh yeah, I'm using Beauty Bakery cake mix. For the first time, I completely forgot that I had this, and I recommended the brand to a YouTuber that I watch. I said that I hadn't tried the foundation yet, and I guess I'm about to. Oh, if you hear any jingling, it's because I'm horrible and I leave dishes on the floor that have peanut butter on them for my dogs to find. Just so, like, I know where they are and what they're doing. It's like the squeaky shoes for children, you know? I'm just a crazy dog lady, I guess. It's fine. I do think I enjoy this formula. I don't think this is the right brush to use for it, though. Yeah, I don't want to use a stippling brush with this stuff. Where was I going with the NikkieTutorials thing? Oh, right. So she felt pressured to come out to the entire world because realistically, the entire world is gonna know about this. She's that big of a deal and that much of a queen. She's been doing makeup on YouTube since she was a kid. As she was going through her transition, apparently, I think she said that in her video, which will be linked down below, obviously. She has such a strong sense of identity, and I really admire that. Her identity is not completely overpowered by this one aspect of her life. She built everything that she has from the ground up, all while transitioning behind the scenes, not talking to, I mean, us, the general, you and I, public, about it. She is incredibly driven and motivated, and that really inspires me. She seems to be very kind. She doesn't seem to be one of those beauty YouTubers. Is that a word? Is that a thing? I don't know. Absolutely adore her, and I can't believe somebody thought that, like, a thing they could do and get away with is try to blackmail her and threaten to go to the press and the media with this shocking expose about how she's transgender, which I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but for those of you who don't know and like flat out refuse to go watch her video, she in the video states that she was born into the wrong body, as she said, that from a young age she was supported completely by her parents. Like 100%, like, yeah, you know what? You do you, boo-boo, let's help make it happen. And so she started transitioning from the age of like 7 or 8, I think she said. She was just like wearing girls' clothes and living life as a little girl. Bless up, baby. I guess somebody decided to weaponize that. I think I like this foundation. I don't know what it looks like on camera. I don't know what anything looks like, really. But what it looks like is that NikkieTutorials is so solid in her identity that she had the strength that it undoubtedly took to announce this to the world, to put a stop to somebody weaponizing it and using it against her. I've decided I want to clip my hair back because it's annoying me. Vegan, long lasting. I can't tell you if it's long lasting because I'm gonna be taking it off right after this video probably. What I'm trying to say in this video is that that is a woman who knows who she is. And I so wish that upon all of us one day, you know? Sooner rather than later. That is a woman who understands that, like, it's not a big deal. It's literally not a big deal. A completely cis female person, the words I say have little to no meaning in this situation. It's not my place. Bearing that in mind, for me personally, the way that I see it, it's just part of her medical history, and that is none of my dang business. A person's medical information is extremely personal and extremely off limits. That's not something that we ask about. And as somebody who has to, well, doesn't have to, but I disclose personal medical information to strangers on the internet and in the grocery store when I go out with my service dog. I understand the emotional labor of that. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine just how much. I'm just so glad that she had the parents that she did, that raised her to embrace who she is. I think that's really, really cool that her parents did that, you know? Because it is literally what you sign up for when you become a parent. Please don't be mad at me in the comments. I have it on pretty good authority that the way you treat your children follows them for the rest of their lives. I wish that circumstance on every trans child. I think it's really important for the world to hear Nikkie's story. This is such a pivotal moment in history. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've been paying attention to the news lately. We need to remember that we're all in this together and the way that we treat each other matters. What I'm trying to say, and I'm sure I have been problematic in my language because I'm a little baked. Please let me know in the comments if I have used problematic language because I do not want to do that. I think it's really great that Nikkie had a family that was just loving and loved her and supported her and helped her to transition. I think that is really cool, and I think it's important for the people who are afraid of the trans community because they don't understand. They're just generally hateful. I think it's really important for them to see this story unfold and pay attention to how Nikkie's parents treated her when she was beginning her transition as a child, and look at how successful she is, and not in spite of her condition or anything. She is a successful businesswoman. Love Nikkie. Oh my god. I bought that Too Faced palette and I loved it for so long. I think it's really important for people to start paying attention to the fact that the stereotypes that people are trying to perpetuate and the fear that people are trying to strike into your hearts about the trans community, it is all a lie. Super not my place to talk about it. Maybe I'll do a collab with a trans friend in the near future. Oh no, I just remembered that I'm 29 and this shimmer is not gonna do my wrinkles any favors. I think it is despicable what this person or these people tried to do to Nikkie, and I think it is iconic, as they say, that she is so comfortable in who she is. She knows exactly who she is, and she loves herself. We stan, as they say in French. Now we're gonna do a little bit of contour. I think it's really important for trans youth to have someone to look up to who is successful and happens to be transgender, and that is absolutely NikkieTutorials. I am so proud of her and how far she's come in her career. Like I said like half an hour ago, she was a guest judge on this pretty good makeup show. I don't know if it was actually a good show, let's be honest, but I enjoyed it. I don't do reality TV, but man, I enjoyed that show. It was a lot of fun. We just did that over the holidays actually when I was finding myself in Winnipeg. I love NikkieTutorials, and that is basically the point of this video. A lot of lives are gonna be saved because of the fact that she had the strength to stand up and take back her power and be like, you know what, actually, fuck you, you two-faced bitch. I wanted to also talk in this video about my own identity. We're gonna put on some liquid eyeliner. I have learned a lot about myself and my identity over the last year of my life, I guess. 2019 was a very formative year for me. I did a lot of good work in therapy and learned a lot about myself. And I realized that, like, the things that I want and need in life matter. And they matter enough for me to go after them, you know? So, I have a stronger sense of identity now than I think I ever have. And that is after a lot of good work in therapy. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I'm gonna likely owe everybody an explanation for this. But, I feel like if Nikkie can do that, she really did it to him. I love Nikkie, and she did it to him. Ooh, I'm gonna use Beauty Bakery Lip Whip in the shade Mon Chéri. I'm Canadian, eh? Bet you couldn't figure that out. I'm using this because it is essentially going to permanently turn my lips and whatever skin it touches this color. And red lipstick is famously unforgiving, just like the internet. I have been living in Calgary for a very long time. And what I'm doing now is moving out into the woods to live with dogs and make YouTube videos about my childhood trauma. I recognize how privileged I am to be able to do this because I'm gonna be able to stay with family who just lives out there 24/7 all year round. I need a tissue. Let's face it, not everybody has access to a cabin in the woods, essentially, that's just available and ripe for the escaping to. I do recognize that I have that privilege and I am absolutely going to take advantage of it, not take it for granted. So, if you'd like to follow that journey, that's kind of what this channel's gonna be from here on out for the foreseeable future. I will explain everything in a different video because that is not what this video is about. But I do suspect that people who are not frequent viewers of this channel will be coming here because they see NikkieTutorials in the title. So, hello and welcome. I need to do something to my hair on this side just to like prove that I really glammed it up. I don't know. Long and the short of it is literally just the same thing I tell you guys at the end of every video, and that is, please don't forget to be kind to yourself and others. Oh wait, I need to take a baby wipe and do the thing. I almost forgot. How could I forget? Wow, that's actually distinct and distinctly not straight. Same, honestly. So it's not perfect. Whatever, neither am I. I didn't go down my neck at all in this video. But I did manage to get lipstick all over my teeth. This is me, and this is the power of makeup. This is my good side. And this is my, oh my gosh, side. It's just me, as you see me most frequently on this channel, actually. Whichever side of me you are seeing, it will be me. From here on out, I am ready to start my life over again at the age of 29 because I am turning 30 in September. So some goals I have for myself are to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I hope that's gonna happen. That's what I'm putting out into the universe, 2020. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, because you deserve it. You go, Glen Coco, is all I have to say to you, Nikki, because that's really all that needs to be said at all. I'm gonna go put lotion on my hands because it's -31. Bye. Ooh, should I do a thumbnail? I'll do thumbnail while the Patreons are happening, the patrons. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, it's like a mugshot. Guilty.